Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. There is a Hasidic story about a Rabbi who once got a little bit sick and ill over the winter time, and his students were recommending to him that he should eat some extra rich buttery foods and drink some good fruit juice every day. And he said, well, what do you know? It's so expensive. How can we afford such rich food, juice? And the follower said, well, you can, with 1 ruble, you can buy 100 tumblers of this juice. And he said, is that so? But there's 200 of us in this court. How are we going to afford 2 whole rubles every day? You think I'm going to drink this delicious juice and eat if none of you are? And this is a show of how strong was his humility, how strong his sense of belonging to others, and of how interconnected he felt to the well-being of everybody there, right? All together. As we say, Kol Yisrael Arevim Ze Bazeh, all of Israel support each other. And the Baal Shem Tov explains, what does that mean? It means that because we're the same self, So as you would treat your own self well, you treat other people well. And Judaism has such a strong sense of that shared belonging. In our Parsha this week, the children of Israel are traveling through the desert, and all of them are organized according to the family, according to the clan, and then they're behind the banner of their tribe, everybody in their place as a tabernacle travels. And then that detail of each tribe and the chieftain, all of that's repeated just to let us know that they were all part of that greater web. Every person had their part and knew their part. And so as in our tradition, whenever we formally announce the name of another Jewish person, we say that their name is so-and-so, son or daughter of so-and-so, because that's where they belong. And in ancient times, there was also a clan and a tribe. That's fallen off because there's really only 1 or 2 tribes left, Judah and Levi, for a long time now, for millennia. But now when you meet another Jew, you say, well, what community do you belong to? Where are you from? Where's your belonging? And it's about something that ties us all together, and about being with friends, and about being with people to share in this same fate. And that's a beautiful feeling when you can say, I share with you something that's so deep, even this beautiful terrace and space and prayer and joy all together with other people. Our fate is so tied together. And that means that we each have a place of our own. We each have our place of our own that we can call, this is our home with other people. And so this is what, when they traveled together, was about. I look about, and when I'm journeying through the desert as they were, I look to my left, I look to my right, and I see who is traveling with me, and I see their banner, I see what they bring to the whole, I see what their contribution is to our shared endeavor. We see the challenges together, we see the vision together, the work together, we each play our different roles. And in our Parsha, it says, for each one of them, everything they did in the desert, al pi Hashem, by the word of God, they did it. So it was all for the purpose of meaning, all for the purpose of a greater good. I wanted to add something this evening to all of that. Because in the end, that purpose of belonging that we often talk about is not about losing ourselves in some greater whole, but it's also to broaden our own being, our own consciousness, and expand our own reach. And it's about helping each one of us in our own journey and our own connection to the universe, to understand who we are individually and our purpose within a larger whole, and to understand our own self better. And as we look around and we see who's sitting with us in this journey, who's walking with us, that also gives us a sense of space and expanse to discover our own place and who we are. And it's interesting, in the end, we're not known as we're so-and-so from a tribe or clan. And traditionally, Jewish people did not even go by their family names. We're always son of, daughter of so-and-so. We're one individual in the chain. About understanding our own growth and our own path, our own relationship with the universe. So on this weekend, we're dedicating the Solomon Terrace to Hi and Carol, that in some way, of the many people I know, I think you both really embody this truth of journeying in the world together with beloved spouses and families and community, truly one with all of them. And the purpose of all of it is to feel loved, to feel belonging, to share it freely and with open hearts with others, and to see the presence of a community. And it's also there to see it as a way for our own selves and to go further in our own journey and to help us feel part of that greater fate. So we share a fate. It allows us to know our own self with more wisdom, with more love, with more joy. And then we go back and share that again. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.